Sorry, I don't know why that cut out. I don't know what button I hit or whatever. And I don't really know how to edit movies. I'm very primitive with my skills. So I'm just making the second one to share a couple of more poems with you. Um, so I'm going to go back and begin again with this quiet poem from 1999 in Montana. Sitting on a rock, skis off, in a gully of sage, it is perfectly quiet. If I lived several hundred years ago, I could trust the quiet, relax into it without even thinking. Hearing cows beyond the next ridge, thinking how I would know every sound that comes from that exquisite silence. I wouldn't hear the background buzz of high voltage power lines or be waiting for the next big truck on Route 15. This is one that came to me in Boston when I lived in Boston a long, long ago. And I always loved the water lilies in the lake where I grew up in the summers up in the Adirondacks in New York. They always made a huge impression on me, and I loved going out in the canoe and just paddling among all the wild water lilies in that lake where I grew up. But this is from 1981, and it's called Water Lily Speaks. Sparkling pink anemone feels sunlight touch the water in her flesh. And there's one last one that I would like to share with you because this is an experience with mud. And I wrote this one in Amherst, Massachusetts at the Connecticut River out on a walk one day down to the Connecticut River. And the river, I think, must have been kind of low that day, and there was a lot of mud on either side of the banks with light on it and so on. And this poem came to me from my experience and interaction with the mud. It's called Light and Mud. The river mud made merry today, dancing and singing in the late afternoon sun. The mud was singing light, a chorus of resounding throats, multitudes singing high notes. The mud was dancing light, moving in syncopation, making marvelous leaps and jumps, sun within sun, all moving with itself. The river mud, making merry today, made my heart sing and my mind dance, light seeing light within light. That one's from 1989. I used to spend a lot more time in creative endeavors in my 20s and 30s. A lot of dance. I was in a band, theater, poetry, and so on. Anyway, those were very fun and good days. I was thinking of sharing a song with you also that was given to me by a dragonfly when I was in an oak wood and pines along the beach in South Carolina. And I was in a very meditative state. I was at a retreat center there, and I was just, wandering along the paths in this sandy wood, not too far from the ocean, right at the ocean's edge, really, almost. But I saw a dragonfly and, went down and looking in its eyes. This was a huge dragonfly, enormous, and its eyes were enormous. And I felt that the dragonfly gave me this chant or song. When I walk with you, am walking on water, walking on air. When I think of you, tears well up in my eyes, from deep down inside, from deep in my heart, where you reside. When I walk with you, I am walking on water, walking on air. When I think of you, tears well up in my eyes, from deep down inside, from deep in my heart, where you reside. And that song was really given to me when I was thinking about this person who I was going to marry, actually, I married a year later or so. But in truth, that song was for everyone. The love that we are and the love that we feel is truly for everyone without any separation. So thanks for giving me this opportunity to share a few of my poems with you.